for now. It was a good show. I will be there momentarily. Do not go anywhere.
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Josh said out of 1 to 10, how was his performance? And the real answer is 69. I'm glad I only got killed once. And it was the hand of my beloved husband. I'm sorry, Birdman, again for killing you. It wasn't the last game, or was it 2 games ago? 3 games ago? Everyone survived or something like that, and then you died at the very last second. You were the sacrificial lamb. So I'm sorry. Oh, Xanaron killed me. But that one didn't count because the 6th person got kicked out or something like that. Alpa Poopa, thank you very much for 36 months. Thank you. I did win, yo. I did. I thought... I didn't know how Austin died. I saw that he got bear trapped, but I honestly thought they would have saved him. So I didn't want to go after him, just in case. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, it's all good. And then I was chasing Josh and Xanaron. And then Xanaron was like, wait, I hear Kate. She's near us. And I was like, ah, shit. I can't kill them if they know that I'm coming for them. So instead I hid in the corner. And then it's like, Joshua's like, oh, there's so many bear traps. What am I supposed to do? And then Xanaron was like, oh, it's okay. You can just throw stuff at it. And I was like, I don't know about that, boys. And I walked in. And I used the child as the cover. General Guide, thank you very much. The Twitch Prime subscription can be roll out. Thank you. The time you killed me on the roof was ruthless. I liked my favorite moment was I think I killed Josh, but then Birdman saw it and then Birdman was like, it's Kate, and then he walked out. And then everyone was watching me in the room, and then Ryan just walked in. And I was like, well, I'm gonna close that door and have you killed, Ryan. That was hilarious. Ishmaeli, thank you very much for 8 months. Thank you. Kate murdered the shit out of me. Josh, how many times did I kill you? Twice? 2 times? Every time I was a killer, I think I killed you. I was like, hey Josh, I think the key is in this room. We have to find it. And then Josh was like, oh, okay. And then he was looking for the keys. And I killed him. And then Josh was like, ah! Oh, hello. He loved it. I like how both times when Ryan was a killer, he literally exposed himself.
I don't know what you're supposed to do.
I mean, your wife... I told you, if I'm a spy, I'll be such a good spy. And Ryan was like, I don't know about that. I don't think you'll be a good spy. Well, better than him, at least. He was terrible. I gotta watch it. Last time, so yesterday when we played the Secret Neighbor, I actually watched it from Ryan's perspective and then Austin's perspective to see what the chat said. And um from Ryan's perspective, the chat was like, out of 3 games that we played, chat said it's Kate. In all 3 games. All 3 games. And I was killer once only. They're like, it's Kate! It's Kate! It's Kate! It's Kate! Every time. As the game starts, it's Kate. And then the chat was like, it's Kate 1000%. It has to be Kate. It's Kate. It's Kate. And then, especially the last game that we played, they were like, oh my gosh, it's Kate again. It's Kate. It's Kate. 100,000%. And then it wasn't. I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't Kate. Huh. And then I saw someone saying, Kate is the least honest sounding person ever. And I'm like, dude, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to find the key. I don't act suspicious. I think chat is just like, they just wanna have me be the killer. I think that's their wish. Hail Gaming, thank you very much for the sub gift. I was like, Kate is the least honest sounding person I ever heard. I was like, what am I doing? It's because you guys are not seeing it from my perspective. You're only seeing it from Ryan's perspective. So you're like, it gotta be Kate. But then if you were seeing it from my perspective, I think you'd be like, it's Ryan. It's Ryan. It's Ryan. Also, I would rather be consistently sounding like, you know, a killer, cause that makes the game fun. You know what I mean? So when I'm a killer, I sound like a killer. When I'm not a killer, I still sound like a killer. So it's like it's consistent. Whereas Ryan, he's like, when he's a killer, he's just like, I'm gonna start acting like not a killer. Cause it's hard to act not like a killer when, like, I guess, okay, so if you're a killer, it's hard to say, like, you're not the killer just because people are not naturally good at lying. So you would rather act like a killer so that when you're a killer, people think, like, wait, are you actually killer again or not? You know what I mean? Make them second guess. Ryan is a pretty good liar. If he can win the Secret Neighbor even one game, then I will say sure. But if he literally exposed himself in front of all of us, then you know, which actually happened, so I don't know about that one. What? The shout through the door was some galaxy brain? What are you talking about? Did you guys like it when I was killing Josh? But I was like, Josh is getting killed. Help! Help, Josh is getting killed, help! And Josh was just screaming in my hand. Oh, my perspective, I'll upload it on YouTube ASAP. But it was so funny. I was holding Josh and Josh was dying. And then I was like, Josh is getting killed. Help me. Help Josh. It was pretty good. I bet Josh was really confused. Oh. I really like the crackle Ryan and I had as we ran through the door to win as Austin was being killed. Oh dang, dude, I wasn't there, so I gotta see that. I gotta rewatch that part from Ryan's perspective. I cannot believe the time that I got killed by Ryan. I knew it was Ryan because Ryan was behind me, and then I was following everyone, but then everyone like disappeared in front of my eyes, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get killed by Ryan. And then I was like, guys, I'm in the library, please help. And I was juking Ryan for like good 2 minutes, but nobody came to help me. They were just like, oh well, then that sounds like Kate. I think Kate is gonna get killed. Everyone knew it was Ryan anyway, so they didn't even come over to the library to save me. I felt so betrayed. I was like, yo, please. I was juking Ryan too, and then I saw Ryan's chat like, bad, bad, oh my gosh, you're so bad. Oh, chase Kate, bad. I don't know. I think this is way too galaxy brain for Dan. I think if he is a killer, I don't know if he will be able to kill anyone because I don't think he will know how to use like he wouldn't know how to press keys on keyboard. So I think he would just be like, well, how do I do this? How do I do this? If Dan actually wins the first game that we played together, okay, maybe not the first game, because he would still have to learn like the mechanics and stuff like that. So if Dan ever joins us and he wins the second game, then I will crown him to be the house HOH of Secret Neighbor. I don't Dan will hold his funeral. I don't know, man. I don't know if Dan will be able to trick us. I'll be surprised if Dan will even get a single kill. If Dan gets a single kill in his first game, I will be impressed. You'll be consumed by Dan's mist. I don't even know what that means. That's true. When he plays Mario Maker, help me, help me, help me! He does that all the time. Help me, help me, help me! He says that all the time when he's playing Mario Maker 2. I wonder if Ryan's ready. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
I was waiting for you to...
I was waiting for you.
Oh. You know? I didn't know you would kill me.
I didn't have the opportunity to pick and choose, you know? Just if I found somebody alone, I had to strike like a viper.
Chet said you're bad at lying. Do you agree?
I don't think I'm bad at lying. I think I'm bad at Hello Neighbor for sure. Or sorry, Secret Neighbor. I did say when I was the killer, I stepped in my own. And then when I realized what I was about to say, I said situation.
What?
And I feel like nobody noticed and I got insanely lucky. I went like, how could I be the killer? I stepped in my own.
But then nobody fell for it.
No, what do
Everyone,
you mean?
everyone knew you were the killer.
I just don't understand how you're the killer in that game. Like, number one thing about being the killer is don't go with Austin, because my man never takes his eyes off you. If you go with
but
other
I killed
people,
Austin before.
if you go with other people, sometimes they tunnel vision, but Austin literally turns around like every 3 or 4 seconds.
He doesn't trust you.
And yeah, the first time I was a killer, I was mad. I probably got overly defensive, but I was just following Josh, and then he thought he saw your name twice. And then he was like, Ryan's the killer. I saw 2 Kates. And I was like, I didn't do anything. But he's right. Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation?
That's pretty good.
I didn't expect a false accusation, but
Dude, how did you feel when you why did you come into the room?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking with my brain.
You came in by yourself.
I thought, I don't know, like I would hit you with my slingshot or something, and then it would all be Gucci.
You wanted to beat me up?
Yeah.
You want?
Maybe I could get you to
Shadow Egg.
I do also want to say, you can also say, hey, everybody, NL sucked at being the killer. In the first game, after I got outed, I got trapped in the office. Literally could not make it out.
That's true.
I was stuck in there. And then Chad had the audacity. They were like, well, use WASD to move around. I think I'm not using WASD to move around.
Yo, K-Mill, thank you very much with the Twitch Prime subscription. Oops. But then, to be fair with the chat, we knew you were a killer before you got stuck.
Yes. To be fair to the streamer, I moved around in that game for 2 hours. I've demonstrated that I understand the controls. At least of moving and looking.
Dude, I got wool, baby!
You know, I'm not used to having to harbor guilt. You know, I live a pretty, I wouldn't say a pious life necessarily, but I've always thought that the best way to live your life is to avoid doing things that would make you feel guilty in the first place. And then, this game is just like, hey, kill 5 kids. And I'm like, whoa, dude, that's pretty heavy.
So, but you say you're good at lying.
I don't know if I'm good at lying, but I think I'm better at lying than I am at playing the killer in Hello Neighbor.
Do you agree with the chat saying that Dan will be great?
I think Dan has a built-in advantage just due to the fact that he causes chaos wherever he goes. So if he becomes the killer by random chance, I think he'll have an advantage because he's suspicious at all times.
Wait, that's me.
Yeah, it works for you as well, I guess.
Even today, Chet was like, it's Kate. It's Kate. And then I got killed. And they're like, oh, it's not Kate.
Yeah, Chad does think it's you every time. Which I thought was a disadvantage, but it seems like an advantage. Because then people, whereas, if your demeanor's the same in every game, I guess it's an advantage.
I think Dan would be awful at it because someone would accuse him and he would start laughing and say, what?
But I think he would do that even if he was not the neighbor. I think he would do that even if he was a child. Math is.
I
I'm
can
being
picture it.
100% legitimate with you right now. I am not the killer.
I can picture him. The the Dan laugh like what? What's killer? I don't know. Dan got some hardcore fans. If Dan took it seriously, he would be the best.
I think he would be totally fine with the game.
Dan got some hardcore. I don't know if anyone would defend my position on any games. If someone goes like, "Do you think Kate would be good at this game?" I don't know if any of my viewers would be like, "If Kate takes it seriously, she will be the best at this game."
I mean, she would beat me in Final Fantasy 14 for sure. Although I do have a 100% win rate in convention events.
You've been using that for like 3 or 4 years, Ryan. You gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't lost.
You only play one game.
And we won. Even though it felt like I was piloting like the freaking space shuttle or something.
Space shuttle.
It was like 16 abilities. It was like, if this happens, run over them and press this, and if you're within this radius,
That's not true. I only told you to spam one button.
Something like that.
So you did. You only spammed one button.
And it worked.
What do you think that... Oh, I already know the answer to the question. I was like, what would be the game that Chet would defend you? Then it's like, if Ryan puts his mind to it, he'll be good at it. It gotta be Isaac, right?
I get a bad rap for being bad at video games, but compared to the rest of the people, compared to the rest of the people in our group, I'm pretty good, I think. Like, I've won or come in second in like every tournament of shame except Blade Ballet.
Wait, weren't you really good at that the ball game? Like, you have to ricochet the balls and then hit the player and then...
Oh, a video ball?
No. It's like... It's like a fighting game, but instead there is a ball. And then...
Oh, Lethal League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I varied in Lethal League.
I thought you were pretty good in it.
Oh, that's true. In the culling, I came in 3rd or 4th. That is true. But I've been like top half of pretty much every tournament of shame.
You know what? People should defend you for Mario. You're great at Mario.
I'm pretty good at Mario Maker. Austin is definitely better. I will admit that.
I don't think Ryan's okay at Mario. I think he's actually pretty
I'm
good.
definitely above average. I have no like...
You're like top 10% at least.
I'm not at all like upset about my Mario Maker skills. Because like, usually I play a level, and if it has like a 5% clear rate, I'm like, oh, I'll probably beat it in like 4 or 5 tries.
Anyone who denies that Ryan is not top 10%, they have never played Super Mario Maker 2.
And I don't, yeah, thank you. I don't want to necessarily dredge it up again, but I have 100% of the achievements in freaking Slay the Spire.
Yeah, but it did take you quite some time.
It took me forever, but that game is hard as hell.
I don't doubt it, but it did take you like 2 years.
It did. You don't understand how hard it is. Most people, the reason it takes most people less than 2 years is because they get to like Ascension 8 and they go, you know, screw this. They never play it again. Yeah, I think games in 3D I'm really bad at. I don't have good 3D spatial awareness. But like 2D games, I pretty much I get it. It is. Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't that make you sad? That would make me extremely sad.
No, it's just video games. I mean, the only 3D games I'm good at are racing games.
Ryan's great at racing game. In the
I know,
Champions
like,
of Fire, he was like at least top 2.
If you've been watching Project Cars, you probably think I'm like garbage at it, but like that game is an enormous learning curve. It might not be the highest, but it's up there. But like when it comes to arcade racing games, not a problem.
When we were rehearsing for the Champions of Fire, when it comes to racing game, it was either Gassy Mexican or Ryan who
Yeah.
won.
Absolutely true.
Ryan would have beat Hafu on the quarterfinal, I think, or semifinal.
Well, I don't know if I would go. Hey, it's putting me in a tough spot on this one.
If they play racing game.
The quarter, I mean, first off, it was the semifinals.
Semifinal.
Damn it. I will say, Hafu got a better draw of games for her. And things could have been different if one of the racing games had gone my way for sure. But, you know, it is what it is. My Crossy gameplay is out of this world.
Just give him the what's it? The Sonic Racing. The Sonic Ring.
Oh, the 3-lane Sonic game?
Yeah, you're so good at
That's
it.
true. I don't want to brag, but I did 3-0 Hafu in the Sonic Chow battle, whatever the heck it's called. Now, she may not have been able to take her favorite character because if we both took the same character, then the game crashed for her. But, you know, that's some behind-the-scenes director's commentary that you don't need to know. Just never forget, I'm more of a regular season player than a playoff player. I was the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. Most consistent gameplay across all 10 of the games. Mind you, it did require a world record in Flappy Bird.
Dude, he was at 69. Let's go. Where is the 69 boys at? Represent. If you were there, you know.
I remember it was me and Choco Bars sitting on that couch.
That's right.
And then when she lost all 3 of her lives, I knew it.
Yeah, she lost like the
everybody was like pretty bad at Flappy Bird. But I need to take control of the anecdote, otherwise it'll make me sound like just an absolute unbelievable asshole. But after she died, I was like, I'm gonna relish this. And I just never for a second in my head was I like, I'm in any danger of dying. Just pure confidence, and every single second that went by, I was like, this has gotta be torturous if you're sitting in the other seat. And my ego grew with every passing flap of the bird's wings. It was the most powerful video game moment I've ever had in my entire life.
You gotta quote you gotta give that quote. It's like my ego grew every flap of the bird's wing.
And then I saw that I had to play Dancing Lines against Hafu, and I was like, ah, shit.
But you guys got stuck at the same thing. The treasure, like, it was a treasure, whatever, like, pirate map or whatever.
Same feeling when we pulled the lever in Champions of Fire 1 and Bloon's tower defense came up against Cobalt. I was like, come on, man. I spent 35 hours playing 8-ball pool. Didn't even get to play it in the tournament. Come on.
Yeah, but then you were able to show off our work, right? The Pac-Man.
Oh no, the Pac-Man and the Aladdin skip.
Oh,
remember
yeah,
the Aladdin? Everyone else was trying to play as like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
You pop in as Aladdin, you could just bust out a 400 score. Donka, 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 donka. Clutch Melon.
Oh, I couldn't watch when you were playing Pac-Man because it was so intense.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
Just do another Champions of Fire.
Dude, Champions of Salt incoming, dude. I'm working
Yeah.
on it. I'm working on Champions of Salt. Did you see the Shadow Romo? Ryan.
What is? Oh, the void chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You did see Romo. He's fully grown.
Oh, I did not. I will go check it out. One moment. So, like, I got a real question for you.
Me or they?
What do you? Everybody. What do you do in Stardew Valley now?
You gotta complete the Apple Fairies notebook.
And this is like, we won, right? We're rich.
There's no winning in life, Ryan.
I mean, there's definitely losing, so begs the question. You can upgrade your house. Join Joja Mart. We can afford to shop local. We don't need to support Joja Mart.
Dude, the shadow chicken lays shadow eggs every day.
Yo, that's pretty sick.
That's a little creepy.
Don't forget to make some void mayonnaise.
What the heck? Who just got teleported in? Robert. Usually when people play this game, they can't have it enough, so they actually like 100% everything. Like
Yeah.
they catch everything, they collect everything.
I'm just cut from a different cloth, I think.
Yeah, same. I'm not a person with like I got 100% everything. Unless I really like it.
Very task driven. And when I find that there's, you know, the tasks no longer seem like they're on the critical path, I'm like, what am I doing? Excuse me, I've been doing the community center stuff. It's just I have to wait 4 seasons for the fish to, you know, be right. I need to catch a walleye, but they only show up in winter rivers or something.
I think some of my plant died. Every time I water, it's like fart cloud coming out of my ass. What up with that?
Donkey, 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 donkey.
See? You see that? Oh, what the heck? How did I water that way? There's just fart cloud next to my body.
Yeah.
Oh, no water.
It's the watering can?
The watering can farts as I water? It's the super water. Look, Chet. You see? The fart cloud coming up my ass? Why would I lie to you? Why would I lie to you, honey? No, no, no.
On Wednesday, I told everybody about how we watched half of that episode of Help, My House is Haunted.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the end of the story because the show is so absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Just a truly, truly terrible show.
Dude, they were like, in order to summon the ghost, we have to mimic what happened in this haunted castle. And you know, It's like, okay, sure, you know, let's watch it. I'm intrigued. And then this lady comes in. She's like one of the crew. And she's like, "My lord, here's your water." And then the dude goes like, "I don't want the water. I said bring wine. Stupid girl, you're gonna get executed. Executioner, where are you?" And then literally 2 seconds after, they're like, "Oh, guys, did you feel that?" And then they're like, "What?" It was like, "Someone touched my hair. I think we summoned the executioner." And I was like, dude, what the And then the dude kept on going like, "Someone touched my hair! Someone touched my hair!" And then she's like, "If I stay in this room any longer, it's gonna make me cry. Something terrible has happened here." And I'm like, what? Isn't this supposed to be your job?
I'm looking up the psychic. Here's his film history. Help, My House is Haunted. Ghost Adventures. The Shocking Truth. Ghost Adventures Aftershocks. Raising the Dead. Paranormal Challenge. The Truth is Out There. The Haunted. Psychic Kids. Children of the Paranormal. Larry King Live. I guess he was interviewed on Larry King Live. Ghost Hunters. Dead Famous. Literally every single show is just ghosts.
Even that guy, he was like, "Yeah, don't tell me about the place that we're going. I know it's very haunted." And then he's like, "Oh, I already feel it. I already feel it. It's dark. It has some kind of structure. Oh, something went bad in the basement. Oh, something very bad." And I'm just like, literally what you described, like it's 100% of everything. Like when it comes to haunted house, it's always the basement. It's also, help, my house is haunted. Obviously, it's gonna be a structure something. And obviously, there's gonna be rock around near the house.
All the screams. I don't like this. I mentioned how he goes into the bedroom and he quote unquote sees the lady having sex with the dude, and he like a real creep about it. He's like, "Hey, the job's not all bad. Sometimes I gotta say it. She's very attractive. Like, hey, these are the spirits I like to see." I'm like, all right, the horn dog.
And also, he was like, her hair is brown, but there's a little tint of red. Yeah. And I was like, is it brown hair or is it red hair? You can't, because if you're about to say anything after that, you're gonna say it might have a tint of blonde hair in too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to come up with, someone who lived in medieval Scotland, I think brown with a hint of red covers probably close to like 100%. Yeah, of the female population.
But the fact that some people actually do fall for it, I'm stunned.
Sorry. Yeah, to be fair, we're not the target audience.
Who's the target audience?
I think people who already believe in paranormal stuff.
I like paranormal stuff, but, you know, the fact that there are so many people out there trying to like, I'm gonna prove it right this time. I'm gonna show it to you. But then it never, like, we never have it in tape.
That's what's bizarre for me, is that so many of them seem to take the angle of like, we brought a real scientist to blah, blah, blah. But it's just a dude that has like a 6-week diploma in like hotel management or something like that. Which is respectable, but it doesn't give you any special ghost related talents, I think. And like, why don't you just start the show and be like, we all know ghosts are real. We're going to show you some spooky stuff. Instead of this weird, like, hey, you know how your scumbag nephew's always telling you that spirits don't exist? Well, I'll show him this video, and that'll shut him up real quick. I like that at the start of the episode, they also had the caretaker for the castle, and he was like, when I bought it, I knew that there were going to be spirits there, because it's like a very cursed place. So I had a priest come and do an exorcism, but then after like one day, he called me and said, I can't do the exorcism. There's too much power here. It's like you're already in a pretty niche job, Father, performing exorcisms.
Yeah, but probably he wanted it to be like documented, right? Like maybe
Oh yeah.
like there will be like some, I don't know, like cameras or something. So maybe he realized that, well, obviously it's BS job, so I can't. Like I think they're gonna ask the money back. You know, they're probably gonna ask their money back, and I can't do it.
Look, if you believe in ghosts, that's one thing. I don't begrudge that at all. But believing in those TV shows is really bad. There's like the difference between like believing that God exists and believing that, like, you know, he spoke to Tommy Lee Jones to give him the drum track for Hot for Teacher.
Usually, I like watching that kind of stuff, not because I believe in ghosts. It's more like, how would they sell it? Like, they're trying so hard, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're also the one that who's not freaking out, then there will be, like, no one will be like, oh, it's just like an empty house, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're like acting, like you're basically watching like acting, I guess. What the heck is that purple thing?
That's
Super
a sea cucumber.
Yeah. Yo, octopus is dabbing. Did you see the octopus?
That's a dabbing octopus.
That's
yes.
a dabbing octopus, dude. Oh my gosh, you got so much stuff. But so many of them are also... How'd I get out of this? Help, oh, I got it.
I mean, like, I'll admit, like, I don't believe in the idea that, like, aliens have been on planet Earth. Wait, you need red cabbage, right?
Yeah.
I have red cabbage for you. But, like, I like watching some alien-related content. How much do you need?
Wait, hold on. I'm looking.
Okay. But even then, like, I watched like an episode. Oh, just one? Okay. I watched like one episode of Ancient Aliens, and I was like, this is the dumbest shit on the planet. These cheesy, like, CGI graphics of, like, a flying saucer touching down in, like, the middle of Lake Baikal in Russia. I'm like, what is this? Could you just, like, just do interviews with people who claim that they saw UFOs and then creep it up a little bit, and it's entertaining. Instead, they take this weirdly, like, bizarre pseudo-scientific approach to the stories that doesn't make any sense at all.
Did you... I was like watching this, like, the Korean YouTuber. She talks about... She like Mathis, like, right? Like, she has like the Illuminati kind of thingies. And then she was talking about the Area 51 because of the recent drama. And then the scientist who was in charge of the first interaction with UFO has recently passed away. But on his dying will, he said, like, there is alien.
I don't believe this 51. For a second.
And I'm just like, and then she's like, why would he lie on his dying bed?
She's supposed to be the source, and her argument is why would he lie?
Why would a dying man lie? Like, it's his last word before he dies, and, like, you know, why would he lie?
Let me hit you with the Occam's razor. Maybe somebody else lied that his last words were related to aliens existing. And then why would they lie? I don't know, for attention or just for shits and giggles, basically.
I haven't seen the will that he has written and left, but according to her, it says that, like, confirmed there is alien stuff in Area 51.
I do not believe, but we'll find out in September.
Wait, are they gonna actually do it?
Well, let's see them aliens. They can't stop all of us.
But would you rather have the alien to be like look like us or nothing like us?
I would rather have the aliens look nothing like us.
Because what if they look exactly like us?
Yeah, I don't
But
want
then
like a
they're,
scroll situation.
But it's not like them actually turning into, like, it's actually that's how they also look.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you never know. You'd be like, hey, are you an alien? They'd be like, no. And you'd be like, well, prove it. They'd be like, I can't, but what does it matter? We're in love. And you'd be like, you know what? That's a good point. Now I got to reconcile my anti-alien sentiment with the fact that, you know, there's the only differences between us are superficial.
Well,
Coming this summer.
That's the same word that we exchanged on our first meeting.
It's our wedding vows. Yeah. Repeat after me. What does it matter? You know, obviously it's all just opinion, because I don't know if you know this, I don't work at SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, but my personal opinion is that aliens have never visited and are probably unaware of Earth, but somewhere in the universe, I would be surprised if there was not intelligent life. Just due to the staggering amount of space out there.
I mean, it would be really sad that we're the only one in this whole space. Like,
I mean, I think that would be kind of sick.
What? It would be that's like lame. I don't know. I don't like it.
Wouldn't it be like moving into like a house and you've lived in the house for like 10 years and then you finally like go up into the attic and there's like 10 bigger houses worth of space up in your attic? You'd be like, oh my god, I thought we were all crammed into this. It's like there's an episode of King of the Hill where they go to Japan and then they're like, oh, it's a little cozy, but our hotel room is like, it's pretty nice. And then on the last day that they're in the hotel staff opens up the sliding wooden doors and their whole hotel room is actually behind that the entire time. That's what it'd be like. You'd be like, I thought we were like limited in our space, but in reality, look at that. It's like limitless.
Yeah, but then it's a vast space. Like, we're the only one planet that can have like intelligent creatures on it. That's, I don't know. I feel like that's effed up. I don't like that.
I mean, my hunch is just like mathematically, it's not really even based on any kind of like deductive reasoning. It's just like you go, okay, there's billions of stars out there. Obviously, the odds of any of them having like another Earth equivalent is pretty low, but then you multiply it by, I don't know, there might even be billions of galaxies out there as far as I know. But seems like there's, to me, I just look at that number and I go, come on, 1 in a billion? Sure. I'll take those odds. But what do I know?
Secret forest on the left? Excuse me? Did you know about this?
But what if we like find a planet with alien life, but it's like they're basically human beings, but just like exactly the same except 65% of the average human being's intelligence.
So they're a little bit dumber than us.
Like noticeably, but smart enough that they could like hold, you know, simple jobs in Earth society. You know, like when sometimes we're walking around Vancouver and like people walk by us and we're like, we're peers. We're on the level. And sometimes people walk by and you're like, buddy, where are you from? We don't act like that here. What if they're all the dudes with the backwards baseball hats and the super tight tap out t-shirts? What if it's a planet full of those guys?
I want to see a planet where instead of allies won the war, it was actually like Axis.
You could watch, but I don't think it's that good. Don't ban me, wrenches. The show The Man in the High Castle on Amazon Prime.
Well, not a show, like actual world. And then
I wouldn't go that far.
well, we're talking about different like planet in the space.
Yeah.
So it's just like how like what would be like I want to see like the difference. Like would the technology be as advanced as it is right now or would it be not? Like is it like, you know.
You should read historical fiction, the genre of literature that is basically predicated on the notion, what if the Axis won the Second World War?
Did you read it?
I mean, I've read a few
I'm in the
historical
secret
fiction
forest.
things.
A planet where Pokemon actually exists. That would be cool.
You should watch the film Detective Pikachu.
Oh my god! You're like the annoying version of more annoying version of Siri.
You're asking for something. I'm telling you it exists.
I don't want movies. What is this? Old Master Canoil. Still searching for the sweetest taste. Or maybe I have to give him honey or something. It's not garbage. But this fish is not even moving.
That's true. Human go. If we existed in a world with Pokemon, but the Pokemon were superior, and they had to catch us all in their little tiny cell phones. Hey, I got a bald Canadian. Guys, a bald Canadian spawned over here. Make sure to use your golden nab berries.
What's your attack? What's your ability?
Oh, Yawn Earthquake.
Yeah.
I got Slacking's moveset. Yawn is my quick attack, and Earthquake is when I get on the elevator.
I thought it would be yawn fart.
Mudshot. Headbutt. That's a good one. Bald Pokemon needs a headbutt.
Won't bald Pokemon be bad at headshot or head bump or whatever?
Well, there's less. It's like a bare-fisted punch versus a punch with a boxing glove. Because you don't have all that cushiony hair, it hurts the other person more. Yo, you caught 2 shinies today? That's fantastic. What were they?
Dude, I got a seed maker, dude.
Yo!
I don't know what it does, to be honest with you, but I got them.
Oh, dude, Swinub and Drifloon? I forgot that Drifloon is a shiny variant now, but I want that shiny Swinub for sure.
I'm so proud. You actually know not first gen Pokemon.
I know a lot of Pokemon now. I still have to ask sometimes though. Like yesterday, I was like, "What does Turtwig evolve into?"
And I had to reference
you were like
Pikachu.
You were like, just look it up. And I was like, I don't know.
That's not true. I said Detective Pikachu. The whole like the land move. That's the Pokemon.
Yeah, but I can't type that into the search bar of Pokemon Go. In Detective Pikachu in the land move, what Pokemon was it?
Oh, I thought you were asking me for like what it looks like.
Yeah, there's no Gen 5 yet. People are saying maybe October, but then other people, and none of these people probably know what they're talking about at all, to be fair.
Probably, yeah.
But other people were like, they won't release a new gen so close to the release of Sword and Shield because they don't want to take something out of like Sword and Shield's sales.
Audience, yeah.
Yeah. I just want this is very entitled because we live in a big city. But I wish like the tier 5 raids were half as long. I wish they were 2 weeks and then they rotated another one in. Because I'm like, dude, I'm Rayquaza'd up. I'm good.
You didn't catch the shiny yet.
I haven't caught a shiny yet, so there's still like reason to play. But I'm like, I got like 7
reason
Rayquazas.
to play.
You know, what am I gonna do with this many Rayquazas? I'm never gonna use a full Rayquaza party against something.
Team Rocket.
It's actually pretty helpful, actually.
No, new baby chick has hatched. Choose a name. Give me a name, chat. The first name I see that I like, it will be the name of this chick. Look at freaking fart, Mr. Toshi. What are you?
Yeah, you can name one Birdman and one Zeneron. In honor of having
honor of Birdman.
Yeah, having normal NLSS co-hosts on the show, and yet still they didn't say a racial slur into the call, which is all I could ever ask, honestly.
I think I made Birdman scream twice today.
You did? He screamed in the first game today, too. That's how I knew it was him. People were like, who died? Who died? And I was like, that's Birdman. Didn't you see the clip? That's Birdman scream.
I didn't realize it yesterday when we were playing. I didn't hear Birdman screaming because I was like only thinking about like, oh my gosh, they know I'm the killer. I gotta go quick. That was like all it was like up in my head. But then when I watched the clip, I heard Birdman like, Wah! And then in chat, Birdman went like, I trusted you, Kate. I trusted you.
And Zeneron, his greatness can't be clipped, but in that first game, he just surgically dismantled us.
Well, to be fair, one person, we were confused of where the sixth person was before they got disconnected.
But
So there was a little rattle.
he tore us apart, though. Yeah, I'm a pretty bad neighbor. It's ironic because I think I'm a pretty good neighbor in real life.
You guys really should watch Austin's perspective, in my opinion, because if you haven't watched Austin's perspective, he gets so scared so easily. So yesterday he knew I was the killer, right? And then he saw me from afar, and then he went like, "That's Kate." It was pretty funny. Like he got spooked.
Yeah, Austin, he's easy to jump scare.
And then while I was the killer, Austin was like, "Okay, you gotta tell me that if you cannot kill me, you cannot scare me. If you scare me, I will never forgive you." And I was the killer, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what do I do? Destroy my friendship or kill him?" And then I chose the latter. I tried to kill him without scaring him so much, but then as soon as I turned, like, you know the sound when when the killer or the neighbor turns from the kid to the adult, it goes like
Yeah.
shoo, and then it was like shoo, and then I was just like, ah, what was that? And then he turned around, and I was there, and then he was like, ah. It was screaming. It was so good. It was so funny. And then I was wondering why he was calling your name like Ryan, Ryan. I was like, why? And then, like, literally one frame, the game showed your name, like making him think that you're close by. So that's why Austin was like Ryan, Ryan, Ryan. But from afar, the only thing he could hear was Rob and Ryan's laughter of his scream. It was like, while also screaming like, Ryan, save me, save me! And I'm like, you know what? They're more cruel than me. You know, I have to kill him because I'm the neighbor. But, you know, they should save Austin instead of laughing at his scream.
Okay, I just remember. I don't know what you were saying knocked this out of my brain, but I remembered I had a nightmare last night, and I just now remembered what it was, and it's so hilarious.
Okay.
So I was at, like, my grandma was getting married in the dream.
Okay.
I know. And, you know, my grandpa died in, like, 2009. So we're like, you know, it's been 10 years. So you can get back on the horse, Grandma. That's okay. So we were all at the wedding. And then it was the first time I'd ever seen the guy that she was going to marry. And she was like, look at him. Isn't he handsome? But it looked exactly like my grandfather. Only she was like, look at his eyes. Aren't they beautiful? And I looked into his eyes and I realized it was not my grandfather. He had the piercing sapphire blue radiant eyes of the freaking Night King.
What?
From Game of Thrones. And I was like, I don't know, the dream kind of ended like in the middle. But I was like, I was deeply unsettled. I woke up thinking my grandma is she's marrying the Night King.
And a person out of anyone. I cannot believe it. You dreamt that and you felt like it was a nightmare. That's hilarious.
Well, you know, it's...
I feel like you're very, like, realistic kind of a person, you know.
I am, but you can't control your dreams, you know? It's just... Making a clip of this. I'm not going to apologize for my dream. I was sleeping when I had it. I was still, like, good for her, too. I was like, you know, she deserves to be happy. And if the Lord of the Undead Army makes her happy, then so be it. We'll make it work.
Yeah, but then won't their baby be your uncle?
I don't think my grandma is gonna have any more kids. She's like 66 or something. No, she's not. She's like 72.
I was about to say that's pretty young.
I was doing the numbers and I was like,
That's pretty
my dad's
young.
55, so I'm pretty sure my grandma's not 66. But she is young, yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the Asian blood. But I'm just like, when I picture myself when I'm 60, I'm like, I think I will look maybe a bit older than me, like, right now. But
Yeah?
I don't think I will look like your grandma. I'm not saying your grandma looks horrible, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't
Look.
think I will look all that different.
My grandma, she had her first kid when she was like 16. She was married to a guy she didn't really like that much for like 40 years, 45 years. And as long as I've known her, I think she stopped recently, but like when I was like a young adolescent, for breakfast every day, she had a can of Coke. So,
But
you
that
know,
was
she
her
didn't.
breakfast.
Yeah, she
Just
didn't.
that.
She, yeah, she wasn't living the healthiest lifestyle to begin with, and she had a lot of stress, and neither she nor my grandfather like took care of themselves physically basically at all. So I think she looks pretty good, all things considered. Actually, weirdly enough, she looks younger than most like 70 somethings, I think.
What?
Most white 70 somethings. Not to be rude, but like, you know, can't really compare. Your parents are in their mid 60s and
Yeah,
they look like
they're in
they're in
40s.
I was thinking like late 40s or early 50s.
None of them even have any white hair. My dad has natural, like black hair. Like he doesn't even have any like single hair that's white, even though he's like
Yeah,
65, over 65. I
it's
think he's
crazy.
67 or something. But he looks exactly like how he was when he was 40.
Kate's
Like not
grandma's like
even
86 and she's
yeah.
enrolling in college.
I think she looks like I would say like early 70 or late 60. She also does not have any white hair either.
I agree, good for her. Maybe we can find her another like the Night Prince. She can settle down.
No, I think my grandma, she would not marry another man, cause like she's the strong lady kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So she's like, if I like, she loved my grandpa, and my grandpa was a very successful man, but if she didn't get like made it into like I don't know, like basically thrown into a marriage, then she said like she would have been able to go to the University of Seoul and then become one of like the best politicians in South Korea and be able to make changes in this country, or not this country, but like in South Korea and all these things that she wanted to do, but she couldn't do that because she had to like get married to this dude and have kids. So she doesn't like getting married, I guess. But she wasn't like happy when my grandfather died. She did really love him, I think. But I was 0 years old, so I didn't know. I don't really remember his face either. But my mom never talks about him either, so I don't really know. All I know is that he was a owner of one of the biggest hospital in South Korea, and like they had maids and butlers and super rich.
Your grandfather is Mr. General?
Who's that?
Of the General Hospital chain?
Oh my god, what are you talking about? Phew, excuse me. But yeah, all that money is gone if you're wondering. Apparently one of my family member took all the money as soon as he died and ran off and gambled it all away. So
Loot boxes.
Not even a dime was left.
Just trying to get that Mercy legendary summer game skin. It's a tragic story.
Loot box. Dude, the story for that is gonna be like for their generation, it was like they took the money and gambled it away. For our generation, it's gonna be like new game came out and the loot box came out and they had to get the legendary skin and they gambled their money away to get the legendary box.
Spent all the money on packs trying to get a gold tier Brock Besser flashback card.
Or maybe it would be like gambling all their money into what's it, bitcoins or something.
Hey, careful. It's still going up
Is it still going up?
to the moon. No, I mean it's over 10,000 I think right now.
Really? I thought it went like at one point went all the way down to 500.
I don't know. I don't follow it. All I know is that it definitely crashed for
Yeah.
like a year and a half because I went from people not shutting up about it every 2 seconds to literally nobody talking about it for like maybe 16 months.
I remember that. There was this guy who was like, "Hi, I'm 19 years old and I'm a billionaire." Or not, maybe not a billionaire, but like, I'm a millionaire. And then they were like, "Whoa, how did you do that?" And it was like, "So I invested my Christmas money into this thing called Bitcoin, and now I own over $1 million. And this is where I live." And they're like, they live in like a penthouse. And it's like, my parents are worried that I won't study for my college, but I'm still doing my college, but it's like internet college. Not saying
Hey,
it's
yeah,
bad,
no, what's
but,
wrong with that?
But you know, it's like, I mean, yes, it's a college. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, I don't know. They want to, they're like showing it off in this interview. They're like, it's like, yeah, and like, look at me, I'm studying for my final. And then they were sitting on like the kitchen table thing. Like they were sitting on top of the table. And then the interview, I guess like person that was asking question, they was like, "Oh, is that okay if you sit on that kitchen table?" And then it's like, "This is my house, so there's no rule."
Yeah, so that guy paid for that interview 100%. That's not on the
whatever
real
I
news.
do is it's my way. Or I don't know. I forgot what he said. Something
That's
like
literally, I like 80% of the ads that pop up on Facebook are just a dude talking into the camera, or he says something like, "When 5 years ago, I had no idea what I was gonna do with my life. I was broke, I was depressed, and then recently, like an incredible money-making opportunity has happened upon me, and I want to teach you how to do it too. I can't tell you what it is, because if I tell you what it is, smart people will come into the comments and poke holes in it, and they'll make fun of me because it's not going to stand up to scrutiny. So what you got to do is comment, 'I want a new life,' below, and I'll send you a DM to talk about it."
It's true. Yeah, we gotta go to the beach.
Yo, you are correct.
Apparently, there's still like a lot of websites. They're like, "I just made $1,000 in 30 minutes," and it's just like basically like a gambling website or whatever. Like you buy something cheap and then you sell it high or something.
Well, even on TV, there's ads for stuff that are like, you know, when you shop, you get money back from this site. And then this lady's like, "I bought an iPhone and I got $300. And I'm like, "No, you didn't. That's insane." Think about it for half a second.
What
How
the
does that-
F is that?
How would that business make any sense? Someone's going to pay you $300 to buy a phone?
Ew, I added milk to the soup, Ryan.
Oh, okay. Well, I put in some rainbow trout. It's nothing wrong with
That's
the
a
fish
soup.
stew. Nothing wrong with the fish soup. It's Icelandic. I think it's been stirred enough, though, honestly.
It's Ryan right here. He doesn't even see it.
I don't know where you are. Oh, yeah. No, it's Salamanca. That music is too loud. Hey, okay, I do say that from time to time. But it's usually at a restaurant.
Yo, did you meet the governor?
I did not meet the governor.
You should meet the governor.
I'm gonna go hang with this fish dude down here.
But I hated watching ads of like, it's like a job where I don't know what it was. It was like Amazon, But then it's not like really Amazon related. It's like Amazon. You have like your own URL, and then
it's drop shipping.
If people buy stuff from your URL, like you get money or something.
Yeah, it's Amazon affiliate sales.
But it was something more than that or something, and then they're like, just literally doing nothing. Look what I have. It was like a huge mansion and like a car.
Those people, I don't know at what point people will have the realization. Not everybody does, I guess. But literally those people like Airbnb a mansion and they'll rent like an exotic car and they're like, check it out, dude. I drive a different car every day of the week. And you're like, yeah, because Hertz ran out. You know, you gotta. Sorry, sir. The Ferrari's on loan right now. Okay, sure. I'll take the Lamborghini today. Like, those people don't actually sell a business. The business they sell is themselves. It's all like it's basically just a pyramid scheme of ebooks.
And I hate all those people.
Yeah, no, it's all horrible.
I hate them. They like there's a. I don't know why it got recommended on my YouTube page, but then there was this like basically Korean version of a guy. It's just like, guess how much I made. Like no, the title was like, I made $300,000 this year, and this is how I did it. And then I'm just like, all right, let me see. And then I clicked on it, and he was just like, first, get yourself out of college. College is just money-sucking devil that will teach you nothing. Now and then you have to become a businessman. You make your own business. And I'm just like, this everything is just like, you know, like my bell is like ringing. It's like, this guy's so scared.
I hate to interrupt, but like, what do we do here?
I don't know. I literally clicked on everybody.
Maybe you gotta talk to the mayor?
They said talk to the governor.
Should we move forward with the luau? Yes.
Oh, thank you. Uh-oh. Are we gonna...
Get myself ready.
Are we gonna have that soup? Have Ryan tried before me.
Milk and fish in a soup is not the worst possible option. That's like fairly standard soup ingredients.
Yeah, but there were stuff before.
There was other stuff in it first.
Well, he went wee. I don't have much to say about this. It's an average soup. That's what Ryan was saying, to be honest.
Maybe we shouldn't have cooked it in a big barrel in the middle of the sand.
He's right. It's nothing special. Not bad, though.
I want some soup. Yeah.
The soup was just average, but otherwise, the luau was a success. Wait, how is an average soup makes it not a success? Well, they say it was a successful, but then they made it sound like it was a successful festival, but you know.
What's wrong with an average soup?
Yeah, what's wrong with the average soup? If I say, yo, that soup is average, that's not me saying that soup is bad.
All right,
that's
Kate,
like
next year,
good stuff.
You crack a void egg into the soup. And I'll put in some hot pepper jelly.
Dude, when you
see how they like that.
When you look at the void egg mayonnaise, it's like minus 45 life, and there's a big skeleton in there. We're gonna kill the whole townsfolk. Oh my god. You can't even poison the governor? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't.
Oh, it's blueberry day.
Here's
where the real money starts rolling in.
Is that why you're fishing for it? Have you seen my flower honey pot?
I did indeed.
It's very wonderful. What the heck? I'm keep pulling my flowers.
You're supposed to push daisies, not pull them.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go to the town today. I'm gonna buy all the seeds and then plant all around it. Cause I'm pulling them instead of keeping them. Yo, claustrophobic turtle, thank you very much. With the Twitch Prime subscription, thank you. You don't need to water flowers that are fully grown.
Yo, we have so many blueberries.
So why do you hate blueberries?
Nice callback.
No, but you have to say, I never said I don't like blueberries.
I was watching Malf stream today, and he had to mute himself for 10 minutes because they had building fire alarm testing.
Oh yeah.
I was like, see? It's not just us.
Yeah, but you don't even mute your stream. You let them suffer with you.
No, but I freak out when they start talking over the intercoms because I'm like 95% convinced one day they're going to be like, hey, we're located at the 123 Fake Street, just doing a test of the blah. Yeah, this time they just went test, 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 test.
And then they were playing elevator music.
And the jungle music.
Elevator music.
Yeah. On the other hand, I do have to say, I really enjoy not dying in a fire or having all of our stuff burn up while we're outside of the house. So,
ain't that a truth?
So I think I'm okay with it. They should play the Wii channel music.
What was the Wii music again?
Oh, that's You win this one.
One of the plant is dying.
Chat, what video games come out this fall and winter season? Outer Worlds, Doom Eternal, Borderlands 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Don't say Astral Chain. You know who you're talking to.
Dude, Astral Chain, the hype is real. Let's go. So hyped.
Selection. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Fantastic.
I'm going to be honest, I will probably not play Luigi's Mansion.
Dude, we can play co-op in that one.
Okay, we will play Luigi's Mansion perhaps on Thursdays. Animal Crossing comes out in March. I will definitely play that.
Dude, I'm dying.
Yo, we will definitely play that.
I'm gonna invite Ryan over. It's gonna be a good time.
All I do is listen to KK Slider now. He's my favorite musician.
I want to see Ryan trying to decorate his house.
I live a Spartan lifestyle. It's laconic. I had the booze, she had the chronic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics. KK Slider compilation.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
46 minutes of KK Slider songs. Uploaded in 2006, so you know it's legit.
What would be the game? I was thinking about this recently. What would be the game that you'll be playing when you are, let's say, like 7 years old?
Pokemon Go.
Are you gonna be the guy with the six?
No, I don't understand. I don't understand 6 cell phone meta, because what I would hate to have happen is the hypothetical situation where I'm so focused on what's going on one of my phones that I forget to join the raid before it starts.
But it doesn't matter. You're the raid. You are the walking raid.
Yeah, but if I have like 4 phones go into the raid and then 2 phones don't go into the raid, then those 2 phones are screwed.
I think you'll get used to it after a while.
I don't want to play 6 phone Pokemon Go.
Well, you can play Pokemon Go all day.
No, I don't want to play video games all day when I'm 70. I think that's like a tragic story for me.
What?
I got some kind of hobby. Otherwise, I think if I retire and then I just start playing video games all day, like a year later, I'll have gained 100 pounds. And then a year after that, I'll be friggin' dead. I got to get out of the house. I gotta work with my body. I gotta work with my hands. Gotta get into, like, I don't know, woodworking or something like that, or gardening, or golf, or swimming, or, you know, something like that.
Where will I be in 5 years? I'll be next to Ryan.
Yeah. Celebrating the 5-year anniversary of you asking this question.
I have planted more flowers to make it look better. No, oh, well, yeah, just...
Yeah, in 5 years, my YouTube channel is just gonna be... It'll be gym content, but it won't be me working out. It'll just be me reporting that I went to the gym and being like, it was good. You can do it. And then learning how to build spice racks and birdhouses. Every anecdote on the NLSS. Hey, how was your weekend? Dude, I built 2 spice racks. That mouth will be like, hey, you know what, brother? I'm sending a fresh load of oregano your way.
Do you think Mouth is like, this is the true life? Like, do you think he's like, finally, I get to live the life that I've been waiting for? Or do you think like, man, Twitch stream is harder than I thought?
I think he's having a good time. I mean, I've only worked a corporate job for like less than 2 calendar years in my entire life. And I could definitely, I mean, I've carried that resentment with me for the last decade. I never let it die. It's like a little hyperdrive engine deep in my solar plexus that keeps me going. He did it for like a decade. So I'm sure that he's got a freaking plutonium core. Tachyon engine. Every day that he's streaming, even if he has something bad happen, I'm sure he's like, man.
At least it wasn't Sally bitching about.
At least I didn't have to listen to Karen complain about, oh, they used the fat-free mayonnaise in the potato salad this time. I don't like it as much as the normal fat stuff.
Yo, Rai CB, thank you very much for Twitch Prime subscription. Well, now that there's no big top right hogger, we can spread out the top right love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, everybody, if you're a Ninja X Ninja sub in chat, please post the emote Ella Giggle so that you can be counted. That's jebaited. That's the wrong emote. I think you meant to use Ella Giggle. There we go. We got one. It's the one Aether posted there.
What is that though?
I don't know. It's Ella, and he's giggling. Donor Gil says, I used to prime the ninja, but now I just leave it unused in solidarity. Hell yeah, brother. Jeff Bezos needs the money too.
Dude, that's the most. You gotta use it on a streamer, dude. Someone like me.
Twitch.tv/Bernie Sanders.
No! Oh my lord,
Yo,
Booty.
Booty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Booty. Appreciate it. With the 5 gift sub. Let's go. Oh, and then Pama Punk with the Twitch Prime screen. Let's go.
Thank you.
When I heard one of the big streamer moving on to the mixer, I'm just like, yo, I might get more top right because of that. And I was a little excited.
I really like our circle of Twitch streamers. Because, like, all the people that I've followed on Twitter over the years that are, like, part of, quotation marks, the business, were like, holy crap, this is going to have catastrophic shifts. People will be talking about this day and where they were in the industry for years. And then, like, everybody in our group was just like, just go to work and keep it up. Literally nothing has changed. At least for us. Like, I don't know, we don't have too much overlap with the...
Don't say it was for X amount of $1 million. Freaking nobody knows except him and his wife how much he got paid, okay?
I heard it was for $1.9 billion.
Oh, get out!
per stream.
Get out.
And $1 per view.
Oh my god. Freaking, even in Dan's stream, they were talking about it. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. But then someone was like, we heard the ninja got paid. And it was one of his mods saying like,
yeah,
I got a source that's telling me it was like, you know, like $55 million. And then Dan was like, well, what's your source? And then he goes like silent for like 10 minutes and everyone is just like, well, like what's your source? And then he's like, oh, it's like, you know, believeme.com, you know, some website that, you know, obviously it's not reliable. And then
Mixer
everyone's like,
$10 million to Switch last year. And I turned them down. I said, hey, first off, if you want to equal what I'm making on Twitch, you got to double it right out of the bat. And then secondly, I would never leave my Bleed Purple family. So, Wrenches, you're welcome.
but then instead of Dan saying like, you know, let's not really talk about this because we don't know the actual number and then we're just speculating. It's like wasting time. Instead of that, he's like, well, can we get that fact checked? Where's that from? Can we get that fact checked, please? And I was like, Daniel! The truth is that nobody knows except the Mixer people who dealt the deal and the streamer and his family.
Dan puts on a neutral face, but deep down inside, I know he loves the drama.
You're selling him out now.
I know. He would never talk about it on stream, but sometimes in the back channel he'd be like, yo, did you see this? And I'm like, dude, I can't believe it. What is he doing?
I don't know. For me, I don't care what like other people make. I only care about what I make and what Ryan make. So if, whatever the person made, $2 million, $20 million, $200 million, I really do not care. Not even 1% of my brain cells care about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I totally agree. But like when people have curiosity, I get it. Because sometimes,
Like they want to know like how much good money is in this field or
well,
something?
like an actor's salary is oftentimes public information, and then like people can just look up, like how much does a public school teacher make? But like for what we do, there's not always like a benchmark, that makes sense. So unfortunately, what that has led to is sites popping up that are just like, I don't know, where our estimation is that he's worth like $15 million, and you're like, okay, but like curiosity, I understand, but when people are like mad that a stream, like people were mad that he probably got paid a signing bonus, I was like, it's not your money. What do you care?
Yeah.
It's Microsoft's money, dude.
Is he gonna buy you a lunch, but then he didn't because he got the money or something?
Who could? It's like, oh, I don't think teachers are paid enough. Yeah, me neither, dude. But like, what does that have to do with Ninja?
Well, if the teacher played Fortnite, none of, well, at least most of us, our money is not. Oh my gosh, what? There's a bear. Dude. There's a bear, dude.
Get out your sickle.
Oh my gosh, is it because I have a fucking honey? The bear is talking to me, dude. That smell, come closer. Oh my gosh, my character is moving closer. Are you kidding me? Hey, it's not every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you've got a little forest magic in you. Now, about my note. Did you bring the good stuff? Am I a drug dealer now? Oh, he wanted the maple syrup. Oh, that smell. This is really sweet stuff. It's my favorite sauce. It makes me very happy.
Sauce?
Maple sauce. You have made a friend today, Kate.
Yikes.
I've got something special I want to show you.
Why is he so creepy? Why did they write the lines like
The
that?
bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold!
Wow, but not blueberries.
Yo, why you gotta be negative, Nancy?
Well, if you had said blueberries, I'd be like, we got like 1,000 of those.
Yeah, but we got salmon berries and the blackberries, we got 20 of those.
That's still pretty good.
Ah, they're attacking me.
Oh, they're foraging bonuses. That makes sense.
I just did a 69 damage, baby.
You do that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. I like how Ryan was like, why did you read that line so creepy? You were like, why did you read that line so creepy? It's like as if I had a choice. Because the bear was creepy, dude. Well, I'm glad I didn't know the bear wanted the maple syrup. To be honest with you, I didn't know there was a bear. I saw the... What's it? The statue, and I'm just like, oh, maybe they want some honey. Maybe they want some maple syrup. They're both sweet. And then I didn't know it was gonna be a bear. And they liked my sauce, apparently. There's a secret under the tree at the bottom. Is it because he dug? He did a little dig motion. The wash hand emote is Dan Giesling easy clap. It's actually the polar opposite of wash hand emote. Because his easy clap emote is yellow. So you know what that means. It means he did not wash his hand. So it's yellow. Which hen? Or not hen? Which tree? South? Oh, oops.
I'm back.
Hello. Apparently they were like, there's a secret here. And I'm just like, what secret? How do you go down?
S.
No, there's a secret path.
What is this emote? Entropy wins?
Oh, let's go.
Why is he so purple?
Because he bleeds purple.
How about that? Little blast from the past.
Slime was trying to attack me. That's it?
It does kind of look like Kevin from The Office, but it looks to me more like a young Chris Berman from ESPN. Like 1996 Chris Berman.
What is that emote? It's like a face eating face.
Isn't that like a Star Wars alien? Man chicken? It looks like Jabba the Hutt's his translator. You know, he like whispers in his ear like, "Ah, a bounty hunter is here to see you." It's from Twilight Princess?
Isn't
Yo, that's...
Dan a huge fan of Star Wars?
I don't believe so.
I thought he was defending Star Wars when someone said it's bad.
Dan
Or maybe he's
loves,
the one who said bad.
Dan loves Prometheus.
Yeah, one of the freaking garbageest movie of all time.
Because he did not know that it was an alien movie until the end.
Even if it's not the Alien movie, though, there's like literally nothing happens.
Yep.
And then
Well, I mean,
dude,
a lot of stuff happens that's like pretty dumb, but
and the dude basically tells us you are the lower being, and I'm just like, well, that's not very nice, my dude.
I gotta say, like, having seen all of the Alien movies recently, except Alien 3, Prometheus is still bad, but it is not nearly as bad as Alien Resurrection or Alien vs. Predator, and especially Alien vs. Predator Requiem, which is just absolute garbage.
Well, one of the movie that I watched that you're watching, the Alien movie, that was horrible.
Was it, did it look
It was,
recent
like,
or old?
3 or something? Remember it was like playing
That-
on TV and
That was
watching
probably
it,
Resurrection.
I was like, that is so bad. And you're like, yeah, it's one of the worst movie of all time or something.
Alien Resurrection has a scene where Super Ripley defeats a team of mercenaries in a game of space basketball. And it ends with her one hand tossing the basketball behind her head and getting a swish nothing but net. There's all, I mean, you've seen Aliens. We watched Aliens together. That's a great movie.
Yeah, yeah.
In Alien Resurrection, there's a scene where a man has guns attached to his hands. Like, he can't remove the guns from his hands. And
Okay.
people are like, put down your weapon. And he's like, I can't, man. They're attached to my hands. And then he's like, put down your weapon or I'm going to shoot. And then he looks up at the ceiling and he goes, ah. And he shoots a bullet that ricochets off of like 3 pipes and then goes straight down through the top of the guy's head. Does that seem to fit the same tone as the movie Aliens? The very tense, like claustrophobic science fiction horror film.
You know, I was asking Ryan the question last night. It's like, is it really hard to be a writer?
We watched an episode of Nirvana, the band, the show, which I've had mixed feelings on for a while. But this episode was perhaps not the strongest moment.
I just, you know, I feel like if you're a great writer, I think the whole world is your oyster, basically. Because it's like, I don't think there's enough of really good writers out in the world right now.
Here's how you write it, okay? Things get rough. It looks like the heroes can't possibly win. And then Captain America gives some kind of speech, and the basic nugget of it is like, if I have to be the only one that stands up against you, I will. But I don't think that I am. And then, like, you get the composer, and dun 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Dun 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 dun. You know, and
What is that? Is trumpet?
No, I don't know. It's like a low trombone note, I think.
Oh my god. It's just, there's so many that are so bad. Like TV wise, we saw a trailer of iZombie. I didn't know that show that was still going. But
okay,
like,
I gotta stop you because apparently iZombie is not that bad.
But then the trailer was so bad. They're like, hey, it's a new world where everyone is zombie. And then they were just like in a factory of a conveyor belt shipping human brains.
Look, I'm just telling you what I heard.
And I'm just like, that's like, what am I supposed to feel when I see a conveyor belt of human brains just transporting? Like, what the hell? Dude, what do I do with this super fat pigs?
They find truffles, right?
They're making weird noises.
I will say, iZombie is probably the worst title for a TV show.
Yeah, well, it was because it was the era of everything.
Yeah, and zombie everything.
Yeah.
It is not a spin-off of iCarly. I don't even know anything about iCarly except they released a free song from iCarly in Rock Band once, and I was like, yeah, I'll download it. You know, it's a free song.
What that is.
It's like a Hannah Montana style TV show.
Oh.
Wanna sit around with my headphones on, with my feet on the floor and unlock on my door. I was like, probably this is one of those ones you're only gonna play once.
Oh, but it's actually like singing too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I was way too old for iCarly. I have no idea what happens in that show. There was almost no singing in iCarly. What the heck did she do in iCarly then? All I know about it is it's called iCarly, and she's got a laptop, and she has a song because the song's in Rock Band. So she was a streamer.
Was she actually?
I don't know. People are saying it's more like Drake and Josh. I don't know what the hell that means either. I was too old for Drake and Josh. I know.
Or like Ryan and Josh.
This is like, all I remember is there's Drake and Josh, and then there's like, I don't know, like a hotel manager or something who's always trying to stop their crazy schemes. And then, you know, Josh is like, oh, or Drake's like, it's been a bad day. And then Josh goes like, well, why has it been a bad day? Because we brought about the third impact. And then Drake goes, no, because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I stepped in some bubble gum and I got it early. Yeah, of course, because we caused the third impact, you dummy.
For a person who said, I do not know what that is, you seem like you memorized the whole script.
Look. I know a lot of memes. I had to learn all the memes when I started streaming so that I could, you know, interface with the younger generation and trick them into watching me for a half decade. Like Corey in the house. There's a party every week, baby. Little kid lives in the White House for some reason. I have no idea why. Maybe his dad's the president? Dude, maybe his mom's the president. Beats me.
You, like, watched a lot of TV. Sounds
Growing up, I watched a lot of TV.
I feel like watching TV is just waste of time. I don't find it entertaining at all. So
Yeah, but didn't you play like a staggering amount of MMOs?
Yeah. At least
Six
I'm
of one,
doing something.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I don't know about that. I gained a lot of gamer cred.
Oh.
That's it? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say?
It's like, yeah. You're good at games, kid. Yeah.
I mean, you are better at games than me, for the most part, I would say.
You think so? I think you're pretty good at games.
I mean, I'm better at 2D platformers, sports games, shooters, racing games, RPGs, puzzle games.
What are you talking about?
No, you're better at puzzle games for sure.
It's so simple, even a newborn child can figure this out. Proceeds 10 minutes of thinking.
The thing is, though, dude, is like Baba is you, and Kiki is Melt.
More like Baba is you, Ryan's brain is Melt.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh look, see, the chat is like so nice. You're smart, they said.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I know. I do appreciate it, but like I know. It's just a struggle on the internet to prove it, because everybody's smart on the internet.
I know.
Even though, statistically speaking, I would crush, I don't know, maybe 90 to 95% of chat at Jeopardy. Easily. With that, honestly, you could probably take away the buzzer. I'd still stand a chance.
I'm selling blackberries and raspberries. So you know what that means. We're making a lot of money.
That's the name of the game. Oh yeah, NL? Who is the first emperor of Mexico? Sancho Panza. Next question.
I wonder if anyone thinks it's like you paid them to ask that question.
Well, I hope not, because I gave him the wrong answer. Sancho Panza is Don Quixote's squire.
Got him!
From the classic Miguel de Cervantes novel, Don Quixote.
Got him. Someone in the chat said he's right. Got him. Dude, they're eating up the grass way too fast.
You read that book in Spanish class? Isn't it like 1,100 pages long? That's insane. We read Man of La Mancha. It's a comedy musical play based on Don Quixote. It's also extremely good. Like Man of La Mancha, that's a great play. Plus the songs slap pretty hard.
Don Quixote?
Well, from Man of La Mancha, which is like the musical version.
Mm.
You
Did you
fishing
tell-
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you tell Chet about the religion that cracking open the bald people's head?
Oh yeah, I told Kate about that classic news headline last night that pops up on the subreddit every now and then, which is like bald men in Uganda are being targeted for slaughter because some people believe that their head contains gold.
I was laughing really hard when he told me about this. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, it's hilarious because it's like
'Cause you're not
insanely
bald.
stupid. No.
Yeah, it'd be extremely mad to die. Like if there was an afterlife and they were like, "Yeah, you got killed because these idiots thought that your head was full of gold." I'd be like, I get like a do-over, right? I get another chance at life or something. Because that's not fair.
I would get you. Just grow your hair out, dude. You're not like completely
That's
bald.
true, yeah.
As long as you got some hair, it's all good, right?
I'm at like stage 4 of 5 male pattern baldness. I got the little part on the front, and I got all the sides and back.
Yeah, so just grow that out and then comb it over top.
The comb over is never a good look.
Yeah, but like, you know, and then you were not bald, so
Well, yeah, that'll trick them. They'll be like, "Get him! He's trying to hide the gold in his head."
if anything, we'll just plant your body hair on your head.
Yeah, there you go. That also sounds very unpleasant, but
That was somehow like I was getting all these recommended feed on my YouTube about male like who are worried about being bald or
Yeah.
going bald. And then I was like, you know, I was thinking like I thought you could just like plant your body hair onto your head if you're going bald. But apparently the body hair and hair is different.
yeah.
So you can't. And I was like, that's BS. Isn't hair just hair? Like, just, you know. But yeah, apparently you can't implement or implant your body hair onto your head.
It's okay. Never really crossed my mind, to be honest.
That you wanted to plant your body hair?
Yeah.
Did you know there was like a website on like the government, like Korean government website that's like how to deal with baldness?
On the Korean website? Like the
Like-
government's website?
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then I was like, I wonder if there is one for Canada. And I searched and there is. And then they said, you don't have to worry about it. Just, like, you know.
It's like, it's not that big of a deal.
That's what they said.
It's like really not, though.
The Canadian website said it's not a big deal, just relax. Korean website said, yikes, what stage is it? Dude, I need more wheat. I thought we planted more wheat, but I don't see them. What happened?
Can I give you some bad news?
What?
I harvested it and sold it.
Dude, I told you.
Yeah, you told me a
literally
week
last
ago.
week.
told me there's 2 different ways to say the
Oh
same
my
thing.
god.
That's
You
7
did
days.
that
I've
first
streamed like
time. You did that first time and I planted more and then you did it
we have
again.
we have 14 days of summer left.
You better plant that.
I'll plant the freaking weed, but just like if you need something, you got to remind me the next week as
How
well.
am I supposed to? How am I supposed to know that you forgot about
If you're
it?
like, how am I supposed to remember? Then how am I supposed to remember?
I didn't say how am I supposed to know that you forgot.
How am I supposed to know that you remember?
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Answer your question with another question.
Oh my gosh, you made me sneeze. Cause
No, bless you.
It's stupidity.
I just think like it's hard to be like, I mean, it's hard to be a young woman as well, I'm sure, but it's hard to be like a young man. So I think like the longer you stay single, the more you buy into like this internet community of like, wow, it's because you're not 6'2". Oh, it's because you're going bald. Oh, it's because I don't know, your fashion's like all screwed up. You know, it's always good to improve yourself. Like you can fix bad habits, and you can like dress better. You can work out, eat right, get enough sleep. Shave, etc., etc. But like, your height and your hair line, can't really do that much about it. You kind of just gotta like get over it.
Apparently, all the Korean people, they take medication. They go to like clinic that helps you get your hair back.
Yeah, but I think like that's kind of is almost sadder to me in its own way, because then I'm like, man, these guys are like so convinced that these little wisps on the top of their head have like an eldritch power over them, and like if they lose them, they'll be, they'll turn to dust or something like that. And I'm like, it's just hair, man.
Yeah, but so many Korean people will make fun of, like, well, not will, but they do make fun of bald people.
I don't care. Good Korean people make fun of bald people. Who cares?
Yeah, they think like if you're like bald, it's like something went wrong. Like, ooh, your husband's bald. Well, what happened?
Hey, your wife's nosy. What happened?
Oh my god, I'm not saying. I'm saying that's what Korean people will say.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem with Korea, to be honest. And like, I mean, we've talked about it before, but Korean people are very blunt, and it's not, on average at least, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it really depends on what school of thought you're from. If you're getting a little chubby, do you want your boss to come over to you and be like, "Hey, you've gotten like really fat"? Like, are you the kind of person that would want that to happen, and you'd swallow the hard truth and then start to lose weight, or would you rather have someone not say that to you because it's rude as hell?
Oh, it's so funny.
We need wheat seeds.
Yes.
There we go.
We're upgrading our coop. That means we'll have auto feeder for our coop, and we can have rabbits. Ain't that cool?
That is cool.
I wonder why there is a sap here.
The thing about Korean bluntness that's frustrating is that Korean people will compliment you, but the compliments are always lies and the insults are always the truth.
What?
Like, I will always get like, the insults would be like, hey, you put on a little weight. And you're like, yeah, I know. Then the compliments are always like, wow, your Korean is really good. And you're like, no, it's not. we both know that it's not, so I don't know why you would say it. Or alternatively, if you pick up like a piece of kimchi with chopsticks, yeah, then they're like, wow, like
Oh
you're
God.
really good at using chopsticks.
It's true.
It was like there was like a pamphlet that got handed out. They're like, we got a lot of foreigners coming over. Tell them their Korean is good and that their chopstick skills are amazing.
It's true.
If you can't find anything nice to say, just compliment their chopstick skills.
I wish I could deny it, but it's true. I
kid.
can't deny the truth.
My first day in Korea, I went to lunch with my boss, and then I told her English was really good. Which, in hindsight, I was like, that's extremely offensive, because that's like her life's work.
Did she say why? Thank you.
She took the compliment. She just said thank you. But like, when I thought about it after the fact, I was like, it kind of sounds like, wow, you've like dedicated your life to learning to speak this language, and you're almost as good as I am. I just happen to be. I'm not even like trying right now. It just comes to me automatically.
What would you do when someone comes up to you and like, wow, your English is really good?
That's a huge compliment. For a native English speaker to have somebody be like, your English is really good.
Really?
I think so.
It's like, that's my language. Mother effer, get lost.
I would be like, that's an incredible compliment. Finally, someone has picked up on my considered diction. If someone said, wow, you know a lot of big words, I would assume that they think that I want to fight them, or vice versa.
That's true.
That's like
I can see
that's
that.
a warning shot.
You're not my cop, or my boss, or my... what was it? My mom? I forgot the third one.
It's like, you're not God, or my father.
Oh, that's right.
Or my boss. I hate the Bagel Boss, but I love watching the Bagel Boss's videos where he'd go in and be an asshole to somebody, and then people would be like, stop being an asshole. And then he'd be like, oh, so I can't be an asshole, but if I go on Tinder, women laugh at me because I'm only 4'11"? And people are like, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
Also, how are you 4'11"?
You came in here, you were like, throwing stuff around and yelling at people, and now you're talking about your dating life? Like, nobody knows who you are, man. You're living in a world of your own context right now.
I need way more than that wheat.
You
I
need
need
more than
10
8 wheat? Oh, crap.
Oh, you know what? 8 wheat is good enough.
Okay. Even better.
It's kind of out of, well, it's not kind of, it's actually out of the topic, but I do want to visit Dan's house. I want to know judging by the way he painted the green paint so that you don't have to have, what was it?
Green screen?
The green screen. I was like, damn, what are you doing, my dude? And then he was like, why is it that this green is different than this green? And I was just like, cause you had the 2 coats of green instead of 1. And he was like, why should I have 2 coats of green when it's just a green? And I'm like, I just want to see your house, my dude.
I bet he lives like a pretty normal life.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think there will be like different coats of paints in every different room?
No, I don't think so. I don't know why you assume that about me too. Yesterday you were like, "Oh, if you didn't live with me, I had this picture of you living in just a room full of empty pizza boxes and stuff like that." And I was like, every time, you're the one who wants to order pizza.
Yeah, but you leave the empty pizza box in the fridge.
I do leave the empty pizza box in the fridge sometimes. But that's just because I don't want the, like, loose toppings to sit out at room temperature and maybe get a little bit, like,
Just
gross
put them
and
in
moldy.
the organic bins, dude.
That's what I did last time.
That's good.
Well, unfortunately, didn't earn me clemency in that situation.
Yeah, but then you also do leave, or did leave 4 boxes of empty cold brew containers in the fridge, and I wondered why.
They were not empty. There was a little bit left.
There were
in each of them.
one drop of cold brew in there.
Sometimes I leave them in the fridge until I have enough of the like half-empty ones to make a full cup, and then I can throw out all 4 at once. It's like closing a bunch of tabs in Google Chrome when you.
Yeah, but why don't you just finish one and then throw one out instead of using all 4?
There's an old proverb that says if you go around looking for problems, you're always gonna find them.
What?
Yeah, the last 10% of everything is inedible.
Then just throw it away.
Then I gotta pour it out, and that's a waste.
Oh my god. Yo, we made a beer. It's a good beer, by the way.
It's a shoe.
That's a beer. It's a pale ale, this is.
Out of respect for my wife, I'm not gonna mention her her habits that might be a little bit. They might come to my aid in this argument. I will just be the bigger man and choose to be gaslit into looking like I live in a pile of my own filth.
Didn't you just gaslit your own self by saying
that is constantly cleaned up by my wife while
Yo,
I sit on the couch and go.
Before you say that, I was talking about Dan saying I want to see his place, and then you are the one who brought in the freaking topic of saying, well, Kay likes to think like this, and then she said, I like
All I'm saying is she doesn't finish her cups of water.
Why? I thought you're being a freaking bigger man.
60% to 80% of every glass of everything she has, and then she just leaves the cup out. And I'm like, why? The cats are gonna knock it over. You're gonna knock it over. Like, why not drink the last 20%?
All I said was I want to see Dan's house. And my husband is throwing fish baits in the garden.
You know, our animals are so loud.
Don't say anything bad about my actual human children.
Every time I'm getting these freaking blueberries, it's just I can't hear anything. It's just a and then now.
What do you need to hear when you're pulling blueberries out of the bushes?
Well, I don't know. I just want to hear the.
Oh my god.
Oh, no big deal. Just another like 200 blueberry day.
Let's go.
That being said, we do need to figure out what we're gonna do for dinner tonight, because you're rating like 8 to 10,
11,
8 to 11, and I've been live since noon. So that seems like this is a perfect operation.
I don't think you like my answer.
What's your answer?
I'm honestly craving McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, I can get you McDonald's and then get something else for myself.
Hell yeah, sour, please, bro. You should try A&W's, what's it? What's that burger?
Beyond Burger?
Beyond Burger.
Honestly, I was thinking like maybe I would just buy some Beyond Burgers from the grocery store tomorrow night. But moreover, I don't want to go to fast food places. My diet's in like a very good place. I don't want to, like, honestly, You know, like on a Saturday when I came home from being at the fireworks, I was like nauseous.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I mean, I think it was partly like dehydration, but I also think it was because I had like 2 beers. I think my body is back at like age 17 Ryan level, where it's like, what is this poison? And like two
What?
beers by themselves probably wouldn't have been enough to cause an adverse reaction, but 2 beers and like the entire day in the sun plus like I don't know, like 10 kilometers of walking or something like that. I think my body was like, I don't know what to do with this anymore.
I don't know about that. I think beer made you more dehydrated, if
I
anything.
definitely agree with that.
But I think what it was a dehydration, if anything.
This is very nauseating, though.
Ryan,
That's why I'm like,
whole time Ryan was like, "Okay, you need to work out. You need to do all these weightlifting, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And then,
excuse me, you're lacking proper context. I don't want to interrupt you, but I wasn't just coming out of nowhere with like, oh, you should go do squats and blah blah blah. We went on a long walk, and then now and then she was like, I want to stop, and I was like, that's cool, but
it
like,
was hot. I was trying to find a shade, and it
I was
wasn't
like,
even
if
now
you
and
came
then.
down to the gym with me, then you would. We could start to build up your exercise tolerance a little bit, so that we, could make more efficient progress. Which, admittedly, is like, maybe not the number one concern, but still, it was more of like I just wanted you to come down to the gym with me. It wasn't like, oh, this is outrageous.
Well, you sounded like during our 10-kilometer of walking, we stopped twice in order to have you put away your cardigan and get something to drink. Oh, you need to build up your stamina.
I want you to be in the gym with me so that when I'm on my last set of squats, you can go reserve the lat pull down machine for me. It's a very popular piece of equipment in the gym, as is the easy curl bar. I was doing curls on Wednesday, and I was like, where's the easy curl bar? I got to use the straight bar. It's a little bit harder on my wrists. I got a little bit of tendonitis in these. 10 seconds later, more like 15 minutes later, a yoga class came out, and they dropped off the easy curl bar. I was like, what the heck were you using the easy? You didn't even have any weights. What were you using the easy curl bar for? I didn't say that. Instead, I gave him an eyebrow raise and kept doing my business.
I got a
use
shiny
it.
Rayquaza.
Is it the person who holds the easy bar gets to talk or something like that? Like, do you use it as like a walking stick?
I don't even know what that is. Easy bar.
It's just, picture like a small iron bar, and then it has like it's corrugated. So it has like ridges in it where it has zigzags, and you put your hands in the zigzag. That way you can angle your wrists in, which is a little bit more comfortable for some people. Close. Yeah, it looks like a metal curly cut French fry. Or the crinkle cut French fry is what I mean to say.
I see. I mean, I've never seen it, so I think explaining it to me doesn't really help because I've never seen it.
Imagine an iron bar made out of Zeds.
Okay, I just imagined it.
There you go. You got it.
Dude, maybe when I'm older, I have a whole thing planned out. When I'm 30, I'm gonna sign up for K-pop dance class.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking maybe when I'm 50, I'll join curling class.
Yo, that would be fun.
You wanna join?
Absolutely. I love a good Bonspiel.
What the heck is Bonspiel?
A Bonspiel is a weekend curling festival.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bud.
Bonspiel this weekend, bud. Grab the case of Rickers. We're late for the Bonspiel.
We don't have to carry the stone, right?
Maybe we have to carry it like. No, they keep it at the curling club. I'm sure.
Yeah, good. Because I was like, you know, I would be pretty upset if I had to carry like 8 of the curling stones.
How much is a curling stone weigh? They're like 10 pounds each or something.
No,
Like
it weighs
4
like a lot. I think it's like
I thought
20
they were
kilo or something.
No, they're like 4 kilos each.
Really?
Yeah,
It's like stone though.
there is no way they are 20 kilos.
I don't think.
They're 44 pounds?
Okay, it's 10 kilo.
I mean, you're pretty close on 20 kilos there.
Yeah, and think about 10 kilo over 6 or 8 stones.
I honestly thought they were 10 pounds.
Dude, you're crazy. How would you think that? It's stones. Dude,
I thought
I'm
it was like a
stuck.
bowling ball.
Oh my gosh. But they don't bowl. They're like heavy stones.
Yeah, I mean, so are bowling balls. They're not that heavy though. You wouldn't have the 44
Yeah, but they have
pound bowling
different
ball.
weights. They have different weights for bowling ball.
Yeah. I mean, now I'm like, that's impressive.
The curling boys? Or what's impressive?
Well, I mean, it sounds is a little sexist of me to say, for sure. But I'm like, those girls are pretty jacked to be able to. I know you're sliding the stone on ice, but you also have to like use it to launch yourself into that position to begin with. From a standing position, right?
Yeah, you gotta kind of lift it.
That's pretty impressive.
Like every time, you kind of have to like lift it out, like lift it a little up so that you give the momentum to like kind of shoot it out, and then there are times when the stone's bottom is not smooth. You gotta like flip it and then like clean it and then.
20 kilos is no joke.
Yeah, dude.
Too many Bonspiels.
It's not just flickering 4 kilo rocks, that's for sure.
I mean, a bowling ball is still pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's mega heavy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't disagree that bowling ball is heavy, but I think I don't know what you call the curling stones, but they're like mega heavy. Dude, we got a truffle, dude. Ryan, we got a truffle.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
That's it? That's it? We worked really hard
I didn't
to
do
get the
anything.
truffle.
You did it. You did it all.
Okay, well, I worked really hard to get the truffle. So many things to sell.
All I'm saying is when I bowled, I only used a 12-pound bowling ball.
But you were
So-
like 8.
I was 12, but fair.
But yeah, when I'm 50, I wanna join up the curling team.
That sounds pretty cool.
Maybe we'll be like our regional best players. And then we should join the competition for like the mixed, which
Yeah.
is the couple, like the male and the female. Dude, look at that money. Why did you sell hops?
23,000. Do you need them?
We can make pale ales, dude.
Yeah, we could also just sell them for hops.
Yeah, but we make more money as a pale ale.
It's not all about the money.
I mean, it's kind of all about the money.
It's about
That's
sending a message.
it's the it's the game.
Yeah, that's Kate. Are you sure you trust me to be on your mixed doubles team? I mean, obviously, with your fantasy of how I live, do you trust me to sweep? Maybe I'll just leave the ice covered in pizza boxes.
What are you talking about? Obviously, if you're gonna give that attitude, I'm not gonna bring you to the place.
Hey, I'm the DD,
What does that even mean?
designated driver. So you guys can get hammered at the Bonspiel.
What should I name? I got it. Our coupe is now deluxe coupe.
Super coupe, yeah. Oh, here's the chorus is back in town.
Oh my god.
Okay, you should come get this wheat.
Okay,
It's ready to go.
thank you. But I'm looking after my animals right now.
That's fine. At your leisure, but definitely today.
Okay. Why does it have to be today?
Because I think it might die if you don't harvest it.
Really?
I don't know. Why test it? It seems like a kind of getting into a semantic discussion.
I broke fence. But I'll definitely be the one screaming hard. There you go.
We have one barrel.
Yeah. You can make more if you want.
You were bent out of shape because you didn't make one beer.
I cannot harvest it, dude. It's
Oh, so
not
maybe it's
only
not.
one beer. You can make multiple beer. The hop only grows during summer. We can just store it.
That's true.
Just store in the there. Too big to fall. To fail. Thank you very much with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank y'all. What do I do with the truffle?
Put it in the mayonnaise maker. Let's see what happens.
What? That's not.
It'll be fun.
I don't think it will go in. Ah, I can make truffle oil. Do not put that in that box.
I need to put it in the box because I need a full or an
'Cause
empty
that-
inventory. I need an empty inventory so that I can get geodes cracked, and then I sell the geode stuff, and then I come back and grab my stuff out of the box.
What? You just upgrade your backpack, dude.
Whether I upgrade my backpack or not, an empty backpack has more space for geodes, so I don't have to spend 2 days doing it. So doing the geode stuff, it takes freaking forever.
I agree with that.
I already got 14 stacked up here.
Oh, dude, another truffle, dude.
It's just that easy. Yo, brother, could you crack these open a little faster, please? Also, since when do you charge 25 per geode? It was 20 last year.
Was it?
This dude, that's a 25% increase year to year. That's not in keeping with the cost of living / inflation index.
He's trying to mug you. He knows.
Ooh. All right.
Should I sell the seeds? What should I do with them?
Plant them.
I planted all the flowers.
Donkey.
Oh, you know what? I need to water my flowers. Totally forgot about that. Somehow that tree is giving me resin.
Yo, is it oak resin?
Yeah.
Hey.
Or something like that. You need
If
it?
it's oak resin, I need it to make more fermentation barrels.
Yeah, it's some kind of resin for sure. I was expecting some maple syrup, but it was resin instead. What do you do with money? Oh, what did you know in the Minecraft there's a mod that you can kill an elder dragon?
Did you know in Minecraft we did that?
Really? You killed the elder dragon?
Elder dragon or nether dragon, something like that.
Ender dragon.
Yeah, we killed the ender dragon. It was easy.
Really?
Yeah. We just blew him up with a nuclear fuel rod that had gone supernova.
God. So many flowers, I don't know what to water. Oh no, there's no flower here? It must have died or something. Do you know how there are messages out there and they're like, yeah, I don't need to marry someone.
Yeah.
Marriage, you know, you gotta find yourself before you marry someone in order to be happy. And I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
I get it. But today, out of nowhere, I was like, I'm very glad that I'm married to Ryan.
Yeah.
It's like, without Ryan, I don't know. It's more like Ryan's keeping me, like, grounded.
Yeah, and well fed with McDonald's. No, I think we complement the parts of one another that lack, the other person fills them in.
Yeah, I was like, I'm glad because Ryan is just like, you know, he tells me like, you know, nah, that's not good stuff, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm glad that you're telling me the truth.
Yeah.
Instead of like, you know, whereas friends, they don't want to like ruin your feelings, right? So they might be like, even though it's like crap, they might be like, you know, oh, you know, like, I think it's good, you know, like they will kind of go around the bushes and kind of not really tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like the hard truth.
I mean, this is making me sound like kind of a mean person right
No.
now.
Origin, you tell the truth a little too much. You gotta resist.
Kate's very blunt too, but like I appreciate that because in my family, everyone's like really overly polite most of the time. Sometimes I'll be like wearing something, and Kate will be like, "Why are you wearing that?" And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, like he was wearing red shirt with the red pants, and I'm just
I
like,
thought it looked cool. It looked like
looks like you're wearing onesie.
Yeah, and I was like, exactly. It looks like I'm wearing a onesie. Isn't that kind of like the style now? The romper?
More like thomper.
I thought it was kind of the style.
No, I told him to get back in and get that. You gotta change. Gold bar, slime, and truffle oil. Or some kind of oil.
You're bald, you'd look like a giant baby? Yeah, a giant baby wearing sunglasses, and cool ones at that, so what's wrong with that? I told you, I'm not a boomer. I'm very zoomerish. The only thing, well, I guess there's a couple of things boomer about me. I try to save money like a boomer, and definitely playing racing and flight sims is boomer-esque. Everything else, I'm in the millennial generation. Extreme boomer energy is like, this mayonnaise is too spicy for me. I'm not like that at all. You can feed me anything at a restaurant, I'll eat it. You're a pork asshole? Sure. I'll try it. I don't care.
I think Dan is a little boomer. I get a lot of boomer energy from him.
I think he has a modest boomer energy.
Things like, you know, what's the difference between cold brew and nice coffee? They're just both cold coffee.
The boomer corruption of your DNA, it happens slower at the coasts and faster closer to the center of the country.
I don't know if that's true.
The further away you get from either of the oceans, the faster the boomer radiation takes over your personality.
I don't know if that's true.
Before you know it, you're 36 years old and there's like one other car on the street and you're like, what's with all this traffic?
That's true.
Is it a holiday?
That's true. That's Ryan.
Well, I was like that last night.
Last night, I was about to say.
Yeah, but we were driving home from dinner at like 11:15 last night. And we had even when the light was green, we had to wait for like space to fill in from in front of us. And I was like, what the heck? It's 11:15 on a Wednesday. Where's all the traffic coming from?
And then there was outdoor event that was happening.
Yeah, people watching some movies.
And I was like, oh, that's what it was. And you were like, stupid.
I didn't say it was stupid. I was just like, come on.
That's
go.
The same energy.
All I'm saying is when the light is green, why do we have to do this chain where you wait for the person in front of you to let off their brake, then the next person behind waits for you to take off their brake, blah, blah, blah. When the light turns green, we should all be able to let off our brake at the same time, because if we all start moving at the same time, we're not going to hit each other. You know what I mean?
I mean, not really.
Just get off your dang cell phones.
It's just there were a lot of cars. That's all there's to it.
Put down the Fortnite.
I don't think they're playing Fortnite while they're
driving. Save your V-Bucks.
Oh, there were some seaweeds. Yo, freaking farming wise, we made 10 grand.
We're crushing it.
What do we do with all these money that we can't even hold?
Yeah, just buy more crops next season.
Are you still into the idea of being a farmer when you're older?
Yes and no. Like, I mean, I don't really want to be a farmer, but like an older age scenario where I like wake up early in the morning and then complete a series of mundane tasks, not necessarily easy, but mundane tasks, and then like, you know, it's dinner time. That sounds nice.
I like.
Yeah, it's like it's Thanos. You know, after Infinity War, Thanos just wanted to have a farm. That's like me. Right now, I'm in the middle of Infinity War, like trying to collect all the stones, and the stones are like a triple-digit Isaac streak, and then winning a Streets of Rogue run, and getting more than 6 kills in a PUBG game, and not consistently dying like a baddie. And then like I've only gotten like one of the stones. Like I'm still Thanos like pre the start of Infinity War when he takes over Xandar. You don't even see it on the screen. So I got a long way to go.
What is that egg? It looks a little. Oh, it's just a shadow.
heck is this? We made a chemistry set down here.
It's the oil. You told me to make the truffle oil.
No, Chad did, but still. I do think it's a good idea.
So it's the truffle oil maker. I think I'm gonna bring the truffle oil to the secret forest. Because the dude was talking about some kind of oil or something. Oh, the wheat is ready though.
Wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wheat.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Oh my god. Oops. Almost left that door open. Oh, you made the...
Yeah, and let me know if you get some more oak resin. I'll make even more.
There's one... Did you see it?
I took it from there,
okay. Yo, feminine Eminem. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if the dude wants the truffle oil, but he talked about oil. I think.
Imagine he's like, his car doesn't start. He needs some oil, and you pop over with a nice bottle of truffle oil. Extra virgin truffle oil. Why are you mad? It's a fresh harvest.
He says, still searching for the sweetest taste.
Very strange.
Oh, because I read his name as Canoil. So I thought it was that. So I thought it was some kind of oil, but that was his name.
What's his actual name?
I don't know. I read it as Canoil.
Canoil.
Like can oil.
His name is Cannoli? Obi-Wan Cannoli.
Some kind of oil was needed. Oh, another truffle, dude. It's like I'm back in the Conan episode. Cannot stop finding those. Oh, another one! Just literally popped one right over. Oh my gosh, you made a lot of stuff, Ryan.
What did I make?
Iron bar.
Oh, yeah.
Send Spikes, thank you very much for the sub gift.
Oh.
Yo, thank you. Okay, we roll out. That's Send Spike's first sub gift in the chat in my channel. Thank you. Very sour, please worthy. Oh yeah, if you got the sub gift from Send Spikes, make sure you say thank you.
And then give a sub to somebody else.
Yeah, pay it forward, dude.
Pay it forward. It's called pay it forward meta. It's win-win.
If you're not paying it forward, you're doing it wrong. Pay it forward, by the way.
That's the new meta. People, they wised up the top right, by the way.
Yeah.
Now you gotta
pay it
trick
forward,
them, pay it forward. It's like, hey, you already got a sub for free. You're not losing anything if you just give a sub to somebody else.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're like, if you think about it for a second, you're like, I mean, if they wanted a sub, they could have just bought one. They was just spending $5
Yeah,
for
but
the
it's a nicer thing to do.
Yeah, but this way, 2 people get a sub for $5 only, not really, because the first $5 was
I don't think
given
you're a
by
good
somebody
salesman.
else. I'm too much of an analytical, like skeptical sort of guy. I'm always looking for the loophole. Ever since my cousin got clean off of his drugs and he started trying to sell my family knives, and I was like, wait a minute.
How do I lower the quality of things?
Ricky, these knives aren't worth $95.
Cause I can't. I can't give the wheat. I cannot. Oh my gosh, Ryan, we need to plant more wheat.
We need more wheat. Okay, I gotta lose the fish. Lose the fish. And then immediately run to the general store. It closes in 50 minutes, which is like 30 seconds of game time. Go, 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 go.
You got it?
Go, go, go. I'm in. 440. You're not closed yet.
Oh, let's go. Ryan's
I got
here.
it.
Let's go.
Donkey, 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 donkey. Yo, I look forward to Fridays so much now.
Oh, cause it's like your free day.
It's the only day of the week except the actual day off that I don't stream. So I still work hard, but like I get, it's videos. So I can like record a video and then,
You can have
poop. I could go take a poop if I wanted.
I mean, I was about to say like cup of coffee, but then you do you, I guess.
But man, I don't know what we're gonna do this weekend. There's no special Pokemon Go event. Can't even catch a shiny route, so what's the point of taking a day off?
It's so funny. I had the hardest time trying to convince Ryan to play Pokemon Go with me for 2 years, and I gave up. And then now he's just like, he's a true believer.
It's a fun game.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
I also can't help but notice that once I started playing, a lot of people picked it up again. not
Why are you making it sound like that?
Not even in our circle. I just mean like
again.
on the internet at large. I think I was the stone that started a big ripple.
Or was I the stone that was making
Well,
the
you
ripple?
were the hand that threw the stone because you got me to play the game. But I was the stone that actually made the ripples in the water.
It's called influencer.
Yeah, look it up, sweetheart. Hey, Niantic, I'll take that shiny coughing. Yeah, wink, wink.
I don't think they give you free Pokemon.
Wink, wink. As I saw it as a conspiracy theory on the Pokemon Go subreddit.
Oh my god.
Does anybody else think Niantic gives influencers boosted shiny rates so that they can hype up the game?
That's pretty good.
Classic Niantic.
Gotta go soon too, Ryan.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
8.
You know what? It's perfect timing. I know I don't have to go to the subreddit, but I have to go to the subreddit still because it is the best source of information on like, upcoming events and raid counters and stuff. And then when I'm there, I just can't help but scroll down and be like, this is an outrage. It's supposed to be a coughing boosted spawn rate, and yet there's 2 Rattatas near my house. People are like, what do you expect from Niantic? They drop the ball on this literally every time.
Didn't you also say or tell me that people are complaining about the Team Rocket thing because there's no they used all their revives?
Yeah, people are I guess they just suck at playing the game, and they're like, I'm out of revives, so I can't do the Team Rocket event anymore. I'm like, have you ever consider like switching out your Pokemon when it's about to die? If you're fighting the Snorlax one over and over, I get it, because that one's actually hard as hell.
Yo, Sun by Ness, thank you very much with the subscription, with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you. Aww. Alright.
Out of potions makes perfect sense. I understand that.
Just spin more Pokestops, lol, forehead. Let's go.
All
I
right.
like how we always sleep in the same bed, too.
It would feel weird to not.
Yeah, but it's a single bed, dude.
Well, maybe it's a bunk bed, but because it's top down, we can't see the bottom bunk.
I don't know about that. Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I like legit went to
You went back to sleep?
desktop.
Oh.
Instead of being on like the main menu. But thank you for joining.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. And I will come into your office and see what you want for dinner and then get it.
Okay. See you.
Later.
Hello, chat. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the sub gift booty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you guys on Friday, which is tomorrow, 11 a.m. PST. I'll be playing more Fire Emblem 3 Houses because I'm having a lot of fun in that game. So we'll see that. Oh, also Zen Spike, thank you very much for the sub gifts as well. Thank you very much for the Twitch sub, resub, all the sub. Let's go. Cheers as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. PST. I expect all of you. So don't you dare be late, alright? Alright, okay. See you, bye! Woo!